What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Iron Mike Tyson, Canelo Alverez. Get this. Mike Tyson reacts to Canelo leaving the PBC. And he says, "I can't believe what I just heard," Tyson told Marca, responding to the reports that the Mexican Canelo Alverez turned down a deal of something like 60 mil. He said, "What's wrong with Canelo? Is he afraid of losing? Doesn't he want to give the fans the fight they want to see? Don't you want to give the fans the fight they want to see?" Tyson, if he found himself in Canelo's position, said he would have accepted the offer while accusing Alvarez of disrespecting the sport of Mexico and questioning his heart to fight the best. He says, "Do you not respect the legacy of the great Mexican champions who face the best regardless of money?" Tyson asked, "This is a shame for boxing and for Mexico. If I were him, I would accept the fight with Benavidez and show the world that he is the best. But it seems he doesn't have the courage to do it. It is a shame because he has a lot of talent, but he lacks heart." Those are the words of Tyson, Mike Tyson. And let me counterpunch. Look at Tyson for a minute. Tyson fought Buster Douglas, Evander Holyfield twice, Lennox Lewis, and a lot of fights that could have happened didn't happen. Okay, with really no fault of his own, outside interferences, like the Tommy Morrison fight, the possible fight with George Foreman, those kind of fights, okay? And if I'm Mike Tyson, I would think the same way, because that's what happens when you let someone do whatever the hell they want to do. This was a golden boy product. This was a guy that couldn't lose a decision to save his life with Oscar De La Hoya. Right? So he was pretty much primed to be the superstar. You know what I mean? Like, people set things in motion to make him who he is. Yes, he has a long resume. However, you can't get rich off of yesterday's hustle. In other words, you have to keep showing, okay, that you are the best to still be the best. See, the most marketable is a whole facade, and it means nothing to a fan. It doesn't mean anything to us. How much money Canelo Alvarez makes and him being the cash cow and boxing and all this, that, and the other, it doesn't mean anything if you're not fighting the people that people want you to see. A lot of people wanted the David Benavidez fight. I think for David, he needs to, of course, move up, which I think that's what he's doing. Great. I don't think he should wallow and, piss and moan and stuff like that, because Canelo don't want to fight him. And, he does what he wants to do. And this just shows you, based on what Canelo wants to do, what his desire for the sport of boxing really is. Let's just be real. You know what I mean? I think Canelo, when he got beat by Bivol, I think the ambition stopped right then and there. I think it stopped then. Because once he found out, okay, this is a boxer puncher, a very aggressive boxer that has, Eastern European style that he couldn't deal with. He was loading up on shots thinking that Bivol was one of those guys at 168 or 160 where he could get away with throwing these bombs and landing these shots that hurt his opponent, but he wasn't able to do that with Bivol, and Bivol wiped the floor with him. Beat him round after round. Okay, so I think that pretty much put a screeching halt on Canelo's progression or desire to fight these new and dangerous opponents. Because I think maybe Canelo's thinking like this: look, David Benavidez is a big guy. If I fight him, he would probably, give me one hell of a fight. And I don't think Canelo Alvarez has no interest in fighting the best or gives a shit about the fans whatsoever, because he's the cash cow. It becomes political when you make the most money. Okay? And it's crazy. It's like, okay, he's made his money from all these huge fights. He signed that DAZN deal back in the day, which was historic. Okay, so yeah, I mean, Canelo pretty much does what he wants to do, and this is what he's doing. Okay, he's gonna fight whoever, either it's Jaime Munguia or whoever. And I think Oscar De La Hoya, teaming up with Eddie Hearn, he wanted to make sure that his boy had that, that fight coming. If it's not a Jaime Munguia, if not Canelo with them, or a Canelo Alverez versus Belanga. So, either way, I think that in any case, people are frustrated with Canelo Alvarez, but expect this. This isn't the first time Canelo has ducked a challenge when it was time to challenge. But you guys tell me what you think of Iron Mike Tyson stating, what's wrong with Canelo? He lacks heart. Is he afraid to lose? Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!